The Houston Texans, the 2024 Houston Texans will be playing the 2023 Houston Texans on Saturday.
Hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, work. There you go. Hard work, work. Everybody doing it right. Hard work, work, work. That's what you say. Hard work, work, work. Earn more pay. Hard work, work, work. Do it every day. Hard work, work. Get up out of 2:45. Hard work, work. You go and earn more pay. Hard work, work. Boots on.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? You're tuned to the Sports Talk with Big Sarge show. I'm your host, Big Sarge. Make sure you follow me on the app formerly known as Twitter at Big Sarge Sports with a Z at the end. Follow me on the Tick and the Talk at Big Sarge Media. Make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel at Big Sarge Media. Make sure you follow me on IG at Big Sarge Sports with a Z at the end. Because you know we do everything for the gram. And make sure you subscribe to the Locked On Texans podcast and to the Locked On Texans YouTube page. Happy New Year! What's going on, y'all? Y'all know how we do it over here. Let me get my good mornings out. Tay, good morning. Alexis, good morning. What's up, Marcus? Good morning. Happy New Year to y'all. Tony, what's going on? I'm him. What up, though? Senior Bubbly, what's going on? Jeremy, Demond. Happy New Year to all of you all. This is the first Sports Talk with Big Sarge show of 2025. I took a little break. I took a little hiatus from doing the show. Coming out of Christmas, New Year's, been going through a lot. My late wife's mother, who has dealt with cancer in the past, stage 3 colon cancer in the past, and she thought she had gotten rid of all of it, and now it's come back. And so she is currently in the hospital. They're probably going to move her into hospice. And so been dealing with that, not just her per se, but dealing with Mila's oldest daughter, who is kind of like the sane one of them all, and that's including her aunt and her uncle that's still living. And so, just been trying to make sure that she had her head on straight. For those of you Jasmine has my two granddaughters that live in California, and so they've been dealing with some things as far as family is concerned. And so just trying to make sure that I keep her head straight. I had to be what's up, Madison? What's up, Larry? I had to be a father. Let's just say it like that. Now, I don't call myself a stepfather when it comes to those kids, and even the ones I don't have a close relationship with anymore. They're still my kids. I don't call them stepchildren. They're my kids. And so, just been dealing with a lot. They're going through a lot as a family. And so, like I said, man, I had to be daddy. And, sometimes when you have to be in that parent role, you have to take that step back and put some things to the side to make sure that you can handle, that parent role. And it ain't easy. Well, hey, look, let me give a big Sarge salute to all to the parents out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that it ain't easy being a parent sometimes. I mean, it's all cool to post pictures on social media and things like that, but sometimes you got to get down to the nitty-gritty and just be like, hey, look, and if I can give any, parental advice, I don't tell anybody how to run their household. I don't tell anybody how to be a parent. But if I had to give some parental advice, sometimes it isn't all about just, talking and giving instructions or giving advice. Sometimes just sit back and listen. Sometimes the best thing that you could do for your children is just listen. That's it. Hey, just listen. Let them talk. Let them get it out. Sometimes they're not asking you for advice. They're not asking you for instructions on what to do. Sometimes they just like, hey, look, I just need you to listen to me because I don't have nobody to listen to me. So sometimes I that's what I'll do. Hey, look, I let her talk and let her talk, let her talk, let her talk. And so like I said, man, been going through some things. So but I'm back. I'm bike. I'm bike. And still been doing my job as far as covering the Houston Texans. Been doing my job covering the Houston Astros. The Astros, the Houston Rockets. Hey, the Rockets balling. Let me get this thing together. I see my mama back there. Yeah. So I see my mama right there. All right. Yeah, the Rockets been balling. And on Wednesday's show, we'll jump into that a little bit more and talk about how they are, what the loss of Jabari Smith Jr. means to them, how they can get Cam Whitmore back on track, and how Jalen Green has been playing over the last couple of games, and also, how important Amen Thompson is to them. So, hey, before we get this show started, y'all know we start off with some different types of things. Hey, so anybody, y'all still do New Year's resolutions? Like, what's your New Year's resolution? I don't really have New Year's resolutions anymore. Only because if you set a goal, then you got a goal, and it shouldn't take it. Mm-mm, mm-mm, we're not doing that. Hold on for a second. Y'all give me a second. Y'all see my cup my wife got me for my birthday? Y'all know my birthday is this Sunday. I got my name on it and everything. Like, this is personalized. This is mine. This is mine. That's right. PV, Yeah. Yeah. So, this is mine. This all mine. Now, what I was about to say is we're not finna do that. We're not finna. I'm not finna say it shouldn't take the new year, because if it does take the new year for you to set new goals and complete those goals, then that's what you do. That's what you do. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, why you always gonna have a New Year's resolution? If that works for you, then y'all listen. In 2025, I'm doing a couple of things. One, I'm not saying pause. I'm not saying hey yo. I'm not saying no Diddy. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just talking. And so if it sounds, you know, pause worthy, no Diddy worthy, hey yo-ish to you, then cool. I listen. Sunday I'll be 53 years old. Sunday I'll be 53 years old, and I'm just like, I can't do it no more. I can't keep saying, wait, can I say that now? Or does that sound? No, wait. Somebody gonna say, like, do I have to say pause after that? Because if my intentions aren't that and I'm just talking, then why do I have to say pause? Yeah, I'm not doing that no more. No, no, no. I'm not doing that no more. And so, another thing is, hey, look, I'm just gonna be me. I listen. I told you all, there's a difference between being cordial and friendly, and some people are taking my cordiality as weakness, and we like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that no more. So, with that being said, hey man, if it takes to the first, if you wanted to start a goal or ask for a goal that you want to achieve, and you said I want to start it January 1st, and that's my New Year's resolution. Hey, don't let nobody talk you out of that. Listen, y'all know I don't like to use a lot of profanity. I don't, especially not when I'm on air. I don't like to use a lot of profanity, and so I won't start by now. I mean, I won't start now. But if somebody tells you, "Oh, why you gotta have a New Year's resolution?" Do that to them. Be like, "Okay, you can't hear it? Let me turn it up a little louder for you." F them people. F them. You do what's good for you. And like I said, I don't have no. Wait a minute. Hey, one of my New Year's resolutions wasn't to not be petty. Hey, yo, we gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that today. Tay, remind me on tomorrow. I can't do that today. I'm just not coming back. I got some things I really want to talk about. Hey, remind me on Wednesday show. We need to talk about that. So, hold on. Thank you very much, Alexis. I appreciate that. All right, but look. So look, don't let these people. Hello, Miss Fisher. Hey, don't let these people stop you from being or doing what you want to do. That ain't what you gotta, Larry. I am really trying my best to not talk about this right now. Can we just talk about it tomorrow? Because I got some things that I want to say about this whole look. Okay, let me just say this real quick, Larry, and I'm pretty sure because I know how you feel on a political aspect. Let me just say this. Are you surprised that it's Fox? Are you surprised that it's Fox? Let's just stop for a second. Just stop for 1 second. Are you surprised that this type of activity allegedly is going on at Fox? Fox, Larry. Fox. On team of what? Like you're talking about, like as far as management, as far as like PR, communications, like these skills. First of all, good morning to you. So, as I digress, Happy New Year. If you got a New Year's resolution, then let that be your New Year's resolution. All right, once again, you tune into the Sports Talk with Big Sarge show. I'm your host, Big Sarge. This is the first show of the new year, and I want to jump right into it. So y'all remember 2 weeks ago, I said, a matter of fact, I tweeted it and I put it out. I tweeted it, but I also put it out on social media. I think I put it out on my Facebook. So 2 weeks ago on social media, I asked, hey man, who the hell is really listening to Rex Ryan? You remember I said that? I said he has some horrible takes. Like, who is really listening to what Rex Ryan has to say? I told you all that, right? I told you all that. Who in the hell is listening to? Wait, hold on, Larry. I gotta write that down. Fox Sports One. Joy to the world. Mr. Dixon has. Anyway, who the hell listened to Rex Ryan? I told y'all that. I told you. What is Rex Ryan known for? Licking feet. Talking about how much how much of a foot fetish he has. Ain't that what it is? Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan talking about how much how big his fetish is for feet. Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan. Who, all right. For some of you all who have not been uh listening to not first take, Get Up, who didn't see the clip on Get Up, for those of y'all who are not on social media, let me go ahead and update you. Rex Ryan basically said that the Chargers have a bye week going up against the Houston Texans this Saturday at NRG Stadium in the wild card game. He said they have a bye. And I said to myself, that's about the dumbest shit I've heard. Didn't I just say I wasn't? My bad, y'all. That's about the dumbest stuff I've heard in a very, very, very long time. But I'm not surprised that Rex Ryan is saying it. I'm not surprised at all that those type of takes are coming from Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan. The same dude who says that the New York Jets should hire him because he's the best coach in this. He has no doubt in his mind that he's going to be the next head coach of the Jets. If you're the next head coach of the Jets, that should let all Jets fans know that they're not serious about winning nothing. If the Jets bring back Rex Ryan to be a head coach, then if you're a Jets fan, then you should just go ahead and leave. Just leave your fandom at the door and go wherever Aaron Rodgers is to smoke some ayahuasca. Now, hell no, you're going to need more than ayahuasca. You're going to need about a quarter pound. You're going to need about a quarter pound. You're going to have to chief really, really good. Chief really, really good. If you're a Jets fan and they announce that they're hiring Rex Ryan as the new head coach, y'all ain't gonna win nothing. Hell, it's bad enough that if I look at your team right now, I'm saying to myself, your team and the Patriots in the AFC East are fighting to stay out of the bottom spot. The Jets and the Patriots are fighting to stay out of the bottom spot. Side note, hey, I also put this out on social media. Hey, Robert Kraft, right? Robert Kraft. Larry, are you still on here? Larry, are you still on here? Larry, let me know if you're still on here, because 80 ain't on here, and most time I go to 80. Larry, just let me know if you're here. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna drink some water. Just see if Larry's here. Larry, I'm glad you're still here. And I'm talking to Larry because, like, Larry and I have ran in some of the same circles as far as on the southwest side, right? Larry and I ran into some circles Larry and I may be Eskimo brothers, and we just don't really know it. And you need to look up what Eskimo brother is, right? So, Larry, Robert Kraft, right? Fired Gerard Mayo after 1 year, right? I'm not going to even go into the African American aspect of it. I'm not gonna go into the African American aspect of these black head coaches have to come into the worst situation and clean them up, fix them up. We seen what happened with the Astros, right? Even though the Astros were good, Dusty Baker had to come in and clean it up. Coming into the worst situation, but he had to come in and clean it up. DeMeco Ryans, the Houston Texans franchise that last those 3 previous years before DeMeco Ryans, the Houston Texans was a show. It was terrible over there. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. It was terrible off Kirby, and I know because I was there. I was one of the ones who watched David Culley give an exit interview and talk about everything that they were going to do, the organizations were going to do next year, and then the next day they fired him. I was there when McCown was supposed to be your head coach, and then he wasn't, and Lovie Smith did the organization a favor. I'm going to be honest with you. He did the organization a favor by coaching that 1 year. So I've been around. I've seen it. I know. I know that these African-American coaches have to come into these situations and try to clean them up. And DeMeco Ryans, and we talked about this on the Locked On Texans podcast about how the grass is greener at home. Hey, listen, Houston Texans fans, you should be lucky and you should feel blessed and enjoy, because some of you all endured it. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of you all endured those 3 years that they had. That was bad, and I'm talking about the Bill O'Brien fiasco, the Deshaun Watson fiasco, David Culley, Lovie Smith. You survived winning 11 combined games in 3 years. The Houston Texans franchise had 11 wins in 3 years. And what DeMeco Ryans has done in the past 2 years, gone 20-14, won 2 AFC South titles, been to 3 playoff games, is 2-1. Is 1-1 in the playoffs. This is his 3rd playoff game that he's going to. Like DeMeco Ryans came in and cleaned it up, but it doesn't always go that way. It isn't always that. It isn't always someone who can come in and clean up a mess like that and take it to the next level. And so when you look at what DeMeco Ryans was able to do with the Houston Texans, I think that some of these other franchises look at it and think that they're going to get the same thing, and it's not. It's not. What I will say about the Houston Texans is they did have some things that was already in place and established to be able to help them move and transition into becoming better. But it took 3 years. They gave Robert Kraft gave Gerard Mayo 1 year after a bad team that Bill Belichick had, right? And hey, y'all, I see y'all in the comments. Y'all know how we do it over here on the Sports Talk with Big Sarge show. I'm going to go back through those comments because listen, just because it's 2025, ain't nothing changed. We still interact over here. We still talk over here. So keep posting in the comments. I'm going to go back and get to those comments. So we're going to talk about it. Y'all know I don't do that. I don't just let I listen, and I love the fact that you all talk to each other in the comments. That's what this show is also about. That's what this show, for those of you all who are new here, you talk in the comments, they're gonna talk back to you. Y'all can have those conversations while I'm over here having the conversation. I'll go back and we'll do that. But with that being said, you gave Gerard Mayo 1 year to clean up a mess that's going to take at least 3 years. And now you're probably going to give the job to Mike Vrabel, and you're going to give him 3 years to turn the franchise around. Larry, I know. I asked, was you still here? I gotta ask one more time. Larry, you still here, right? I need just to let me know. Give me a high five, a hands, or give me something. What's going on, Texas? Larry, you still here, right? Just let me know, because I'm about to tell you something about Robert Kraft. I'm gonna let y'all know something about Robert Kraft, right? Larry, I'm glad you're still here. Hey, listen, is it me? Is it me? Or did it seem like Robert Kraft probably had went to one of those spas and got him a happy ending and then had some post-nut clarity? Okay. Hold on. Let me say this again. Some of y'all ain't gonna understand this. Larry, I know you understand that, and a lot of my male supporters that's in here, y'all listen. I feel like Robert Kraft went to one of those spas and got him a happy ending, and then had some post-nut clarity, and then came out and said, "Oh man, maybe I might have made a mistake." And he didn't say I might have made a mistake. He just like, I wish Gerard the best, and I know that he's going to be a great a great head coach somewhere else. No, you should have kept him as your head coach. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything that Bill Belichick did not do as far as the way that he acted. He just told everybody the truth. When he thought his team was playing soft, he said his team was playing soft. So I think that, hey, listen, I think that Robert Kraft may have or will have, okay, I may have some people who don't know what that means. Let me tell you what post-nut clarity is, right? Let me tell you what post-nut clarity is. And listen, I hope y'all ain't got y'all kids listening, because if you do, I apologize up front. Let me tell you what post-nut clarity is. Because, men use that a lot, but I think women may have used it as well. So post-nut clarity is when you may be having sex with somebody you probably don't really want to have sex with. You're probably having sex with someone that's probably not in your range of attractiveness, maybe not in your range of physicality, what you look for physically in a person, mentally in a person. Um, you know, you may be cheating on your significant other, and as soon as you bust, uh, then you come to your senses and be like, what the hell was I thinking? What in the hell? What Marcus talking about? I don't get down like that. Hey Larry, what you say? Hold on, Larry. Wait. What? Women use it more than we think. Acho. But that's what it is. It's after you have sex and you've climaxed. I found a way to politically correctly say it. After you've climaxed, you, not the other person, yourself. As soon as you climax, you come to your senses, you be like, oh, what the hell was I doing? Oh my God. Damn. And she's still here. How am I gonna get out of this one? Yeah, I know how. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and text my line brother and tell him to call me in about 5 minutes, that I need him. That I need him to call me and say that he needs me to come pick him up. Got it. Text my best friend and tell him to call me and tell him he's stranded on the side of the road. But I'm gonna put you on speakerphone so she can hear you say it too, so she don't think I'm lying. You know, the one where you like, even if you don't make an excuse to leave, but when you leave the house, you be like, damn, what did I do? What did I do? I know she crazy. I know he crazy. And I still brought my dumb ass over here anyway. Oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? It's that it's that post nut clarity. You what the hell? It's almost like the lights come on, like, whoa, what the hell just happened? I feel like that's what Robert Kraft is probably gonna have after a couple of those visits to those spas. Hey, that goes with me. Hey, listen, hold on. Now, because I say, wait, women do it too. Women do it too. Be like, oh my God, I shouldn't have never answered that DM. Now I already know he crazy. I knew he's crazy. He was crazy. He was in high school. That's another one that get y'all in trouble. Side note, that's another one that get y'all in trouble. Stop going back. Whatever he or she looked like in high school, don't hook up with them with that image in mind. This is what they look like now, or this is who they are now. Don't be trying to go back and put that image of what he or she looked like. Like he was the homecoming king. Oh, he was so fine. Yeah, but look at him now. Now you can only keep your eyes closed for so long, and then when you have that post climax, I digress. New York Jets. If wait, wait. I wish, by the way. Hey, look, hold on. Duke, 1 second, Duke. Let me borrow this comment for just 1 second. They said it was in the allegations that Deshaun was humping the air and climaxing. They said he was humping the air with a towel on, with a baby towel on. So as I digress, Rex Ryan, that's who he's talking about, right? Look, y'all can tell, hey, it's been a minute. I missed y'all. I missed y'all a lot. If the New York Jets hire Rex Ryan, that's the dumbest thing ever. But Rex, I ain't got a problem with you having a foot fetish. I ain't got a problem with you being delusional, thinking that the New York Jets should hire you as a head coach. Now I'm gonna wait a minute. Wait. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, y'all. I love y'all. Oh, I love y'all. Hey, man, I gotta listen. Rex Ryan. So Rex Ryan, I don't have a problem with you being delusional, thinking that you should be the New York Jets coach, saying that they should hire you over Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. They should hire you, Rex. You over Ben Johnson. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Wait, hold on. They just fired. Hey, who? The Tennessee Titans just got rid of Rand Carthon as general manager. Y'all give me a second. Give me a second. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm gonna look for it. Damn. So they got rid of Rand Carthon in Tennessee. It's crazy. Hey, look, one day we're going on this show. We're going to have a talk about how African American, how African Americans have it tough in professional sports, as far as when it comes to being a head coach or general manager. Y'all know how that goes. And side note, Tennessee, if you got rid of Rand Carthon, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Who y'all trying to bring back Mike Vrabel too? I'm totally not surprised by anything that the Tennessee Titans do because they are bottom feeders in the NFL. I said it. Stop wearing them damn Oilers uniforms because every time you wear them, you get beat. If the Texans wanted to this past Sunday, they could have stomped a mud hole. Oh, we're happy because we got the number 1 pick. You sound like a damn fool. If you are a fan of a team rooting for your team to lose for a freaking draft pick. That was hard. I had to catch myself because I was about to cuss. I was about to cuss. We'll get back to Rand Carthon in just a second. Thank you for that breaking news, Madison. I appreciate that. So this is what I want to say about Rex Ryan, though. So you said that the Chargers playing the Texans is like the Chargers having a bye week. Hey, I got a question for you, Rex. When they did that surgery, that weight loss surgery on you, did they take anything from your brain to help staple up your stomach? No, I'm just asking. Like when you had to have that surgery, did they mess with your brain as well? Because that's by far one of the dumbest statements that I've ever heard in 2025. That is some stupid shit. I'm telling you right now, Rex Ryan, that is dumb for you to say that the Los Angeles Chargers are going on are having the equivalent to a bye week playing against the Houston Texans this week. What's that, Sarge? You do know, sir, or ain't. But a bye week? A bye week. Now, listen, before I jump into this thing, because you know what? Y'all know how I do it over here. Sarge ain't just one of them guys who just get on and start talking, who just be talking to hear himself talk. Y'all know that I'm really good at what I do, and you know that I do my research, I do my studying, and everything that I say, I believe. Ain't no hot takes coming out of Sports Talk with Big Sarge. Ain't no hot takes coming from hashtag Sarge. Ain't no hot takes coming out of Big Sarge Media, LLC, that I don't think is true. I stand 10 toes down in everything I say. With that being said, Rex Ryan said that the Chargers are going to have a bye week when they play in the wild card game against the Texans at NRG on Saturday. A lot of people are picking the Los Angeles Chargers to defeat the Houston Texans in the wild card game at NRG on Saturday. And my question is, why? What is it about the Chargers that makes you think that they just going to come in the NRG and beat the Houston Texans? It's the same thing I heard last season when after, what was that, week 16 or 17? Was it week 16 or 17 that Amari Cooper had that outstanding game for the Cleveland Browns when he was playing with the Cleveland Browns and they beat the dog crap out of the Texans? He had how many yards receiving? I don't even remember. And then they said coming into the wild card game, they were going to win. I was like, wait a minute. First of all, CJ Stroud didn't even play in that game when the Browns won. That's the first thing. You're getting him back. Second thing is, I don't think that Flacco can come in the NRG Stadium and win twice. But that's neither here nor there. A lot of people picked the Browns. I said you were crazy. I said there's no possible way. That's exactly how I feel right now about the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. That's exactly how I feel. Hold on, let me see what Texans Underground says. The Chargers and Ravens are really bad matchups for us. Defense is really good, and they can expose our offensive issues. While I will say that their defense is really good, let me say this. Because Sarge comes with stats, right? When it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty, and the playoffs are the nitty-gritty, Sarge got stats. Y'all see that title up there? It says the 2024 Texans are playing against the 2023 Texans in the playoffs. See that? The 2024 Texans are playing against the 2023 Texans this Saturday in the playoffs. The Los Angeles Chargers are 11-6, right? Can't take that away from them. Their record is what their record is, right? Same way last season, can't take the Texans' record away from them, no matter how soft you thought that their schedule was. Which this year they played a tougher schedule, and despite everything that they had to go through as far as the injuries are concerned, still came out with the same record, still in the same position they was when they had the easy schedule. Some might say that if they had a healthy team that they had coming out of training camp going throughout the majority of the year, their record could have been better. That 10-7 record could have easily been 13-4 if the Houston Texans stay healthy. Right? Right. So people are talking about, man, this Chargers team. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it. Oh, yeah, I seen it. And they signed Ezekiel Elliott. That was dumb. So y'all know that the Chargers only beat one playoff team in the regular season, right? They beat them twice. They beat the Denver Broncos twice. The Denver Broncos barely made it into the playoffs themselves. They're playing out of their mind with the rookie quarterback in Bo Nix. I like what their defense does. Patrick Surtain is a monster. He is a monster. Wait, what's the linebacker name? Dang, we just looked this up yesterday. What's the linebacker's name that started with a B that made the Pro Bowl? I think his number is 15. Denver doesn't have a bad team, but when I look at Denver, I'm not saying, wow, that's a team. I'm not saying that's a quality win, right? I wouldn't say that that's a quality win, but they did make the Bonito. Thank you, Tay. Bonito is a monster at the linebacker position. So I don't want to take anything away from the Chargers by beating the Denver Broncos, but they beat one playoff team twice. You know what their record was against the rest of the playoff teams? They're 0-5. Against other teams that made the playoffs this year, they're 0-5. Beat the Denver Broncos twice, 0-5 against the rest. With that 11-6 record that they have, 8 wins came against teams under 500. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, Sarge, now, wait a minute now. Was you saying that last year? Because you said that the Texans' record was a reflection on their schedule and who they had to play. And you said you can't make no excuses. Not make no excuses. You cannot blame who you play because they're on your schedule. You are 110% correct. You're right. You can only play who's on your schedule, whether they're over 500 or under 500. But what I'm trying to say is last year when I said, hey, the Texans can only play who they play, the Chargers can only play who they play, right? Right. But don't say that the Texans of 2023 were only benefited from a weak schedule and got where they got because of a weak schedule. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that they overachieved. They did. They overachieved. But don't say that, well, the Houston Texans only got where they got because they had a weak schedule, and then don't use that same argument for the Los Angeles Chargers. Like, don't use that in 2023 against the Texans, and then don't use it against the 2024 Los Angeles Chargers. Because the Chargers, out of their 11 wins, 8 of those wins came against teams under 500 with a combined record of 32-87. Hold on, because it's 2025. Some people are still just, getting caught up. It is, what day is this? January the 7th. So there's still some people recovering. They just went back to work for the first time on Monday. So let me say that slower. Last season, you said the only reason the Texans were where they were was because they played a soft schedule. But this year, you're not using that same excuse against the Los Angeles Chargers, who out of their 11 wins had 8 out of their 11 wins, 8 of those wins came against teams under 500 with a 32-87 record, combined record. The only other team Remember, now those are 8 wins. They got 2 wins over Denver, right? 2 wins over Denver, who's in the playoffs. That's the only playoff team that they've beat. They was 0-5 against the rest. The only other win came against the Cincinnati Bengals, who were 9-8, who had to go on a winning streak at the end of the season to get to 9-8. I get it, but matchups makes fights. We should be preparing for this team as if they're Kansas City or Baltimore. They will bring pressure from everywhere, and Bobby has yet to show an answer for that. I'm not saying, listen, the Houston Texans are not overlooking the Los Angeles Chargers. When I get into the locker room on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure that everybody's gonna say we're not overlooking. This is elimination time. There ain't no games next week if you lose. If you lose, you're done. Your season is over. They don't take their opponents lightly. They don't. So I'm not saying that they're overlooking the Los Angeles Chargers and not preparing for them as if they were the number one team in the AFC. Not at all. Because you're in a single game elimination right now, and every opponent is somebody that could beat you and put you out. And so my whole point is I don't understand how you're picking the Chargers head and shoulders above the Texans when last season you said that the Texans benefited from a weak schedule, and that's the only reason that they had their record and the success that they had. But this year, you don't want to say that it's all Harbaugh and Harbaugh and Derwin James and Justin Herbert. When how come last year it couldn't have been D'Amico and Will and CJ Stroud? That's the only thing. Now I'm calling out the hypocrisy. I'm calling out the hypocrisy. If the Houston Texans were playing against the Kansas City Chiefs again, if they were playing against the Buffalo Bills, if they were playing against the Buffalo Bills, or if they were playing against the Baltimore Ravens, I'd be like, yeah, I can't give them this one. I can't. I just look at those teams as being better right now, better than the Houston Texans. All three of those teams have what it takes to be able to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Texans aren't there yet. And not just because of injuries, but because of play and what we've seen as far as the offensive side of the ball is concerned. Hello, Miss Jordan. Happy New Year. And so I don't see that just because the Chargers are 11-6 and haven't played up to the standard as far as the better teams this year, that you can just pick them head and shoulder. How is this a bye week, Rex Ryan? What about the Chargers this season has told you that this is going to be a bye week going up against a 10-7 Houston Texan team that still has a lot of talent, that has a 1,000-yard rusher at the running back position in Joe Mixon, Pro Bowl selection, who has a 1,000-yard wide receiver who missed 5 games, Pro Bowl selection, has a left tackle, despite what everybody want to say about him, still selected to the Pro Bowl, had some penalty issues, of course, but made sure CJ stayed upright for the entire year. So I don't get it how this is a bye week for the Chargers. Not only that, right? Because hold on. When I look at when I look at what they've done, right? When I look at what they've done, now everybody's going to run to and say Justin Herbert, right? Justin Herbert. Justin, and I'm reading off my phone right now. Justin Herbert, right? Drafted 6th overall pick in the 2020 NFL draft. Oh, let me see. Who went before him? Ooh, Joe Burrow went before him. Jeff Okuda? Wait, Jeff Okuda went? Oh, he did go third in that draft. I forgot. Jeff Okuda went third to Detroit in that draft in that 2020. Joe Burrow, Chase Young, Jeff Okuda, Andrew Thomas, Tua Tagovailoa, then Justin Herbert. Who else is on this list? CJ Henderson, Jerry Judy was in that draft. CD Lamb was in that draft. Chase on. Justin Jefferson. I know Philadelphia still kicking themselves by taking Jalen Rager over Justin Jefferson. Brandon Ayuk was in that draft. I didn't know Brandon Ayuk went that high. Jordan Love was in that draft. Patrick Queen, Clyde Edwards Hilaire. In the second round, T. Higgins, Michael Pittman Jr., DeAndre Swift, Xavier McKinney. Damn, they got some good players in this second round. Higgins, Pittman, Swift, McKinney all went after each other. Houston took Ross Blaylock. I remember that. Jonathan Taylor went after Blaylock. Antonio Winfield Jr. was in that draft. Jalen Johnson, Trayvon Diggs, Cam Akers, Jalen Hurts, Dobbins. Uh, who else? Wow. Man, there's some good people in this draft. There's some good people in this draft. But with that being said, right? So everybody's talking about how great Justin Herbert is. And I'm not taking anything away from Justin Herbert. I think that Justin Herbert is a good quarterback as well. But what is it about Justin Herbert's playoff experience that's more, let me see, how can I put this? That you will put him head and shoulders above CJ Stroud? Hmm. Been in the league since 2020. Justin Herbert went to the playoffs in 2022 and they lost to Jacksonville 31-30. I remember that game. That was good. 273 yards passing and one touchdown. I remember that game. Is that the game that but is that the game that they hold on, let me look. I thought that was the game they had the lead. They did. That's what I remember. I was like, I thought they had like a lead. It was 27-7 at the half, and Jacksonville came back on them. Yep. Thank you, Damien. I just was like, yeah, I thought they blew a lead in that game. That's why I'm looking right now. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Didn't they blow a lead in that game? Justin Herbert was part of that. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know with Rex Ryan is, how do you feel like this is a bye week for the Chargers? What is it about them that makes you think that they're just going to be able to come in here and blow the Houston Texans out? Later on this week, I mean, we discussed it a little bit on the Locked On Texans podcast, but later on this week, I'll dive into some of the matchups. Of course, I think Derwin James is a monster. Of course, I think that he's all pro. Of course, I think that Derwin James, even Texas head coach DeMeco Ryan said it on Monday. Hey, you got to find where number 3 is and make sure that he doesn't dictate what you're going to do. You can't run from Derwin James. And there, I feel like that you got to make Derwin James prove it. Hey, look, I'm not saying go at him being stupid, but I'm just saying, like, hey, you cannot just let him take away an entire side of a field and be afraid to go at him. Nah, you're gonna have to be able to to run your offense. Now, what I will say is this: we'll talk about this later on in the week. Texas is gonna have to step it up, though. The Chargers ain't no easy win. The Chargers is not an easy win, but if the Houston Texans want to be successful, then they're going to have to take their game to the next level. And I'm talking about on the offensive side of the ball. You're going to have to take your game up to another level on the offensive side of the ball. Start a GoFundMe for Robert's travel arrangements. Wait, hold on. What happened to Robert? Uh, uh, Alexis, what you say? Hold on. I'm stressing that Bobby has only been requested for one interview. I'm pretty sure. Hey, listen, Bobby win this playoff game. They're gonna they're gonna uh uh Bobby win this playoff game. There's gonna be some more that call. Hey, you know what? Let me say this. Even in that one series, right? Even in that one series that the Texans played on Sunday. The Texans offensive starters played. I kind of like what I seen from Bobby. I kind of like what I seen from them as a unit. Y'all want to do some film study right quick? Hold on, let me get to the game. Where are we at? Hold on. Robert, gotcha. Y'all, let's do some film study right quick, y'all. Let's look at this first drive. Let's look at this first drive by the Houston Texans. Share screen. All right, there's the kickoff. Here we go. Something different that I hadn't seen from the Houston Texans this year. That was something interesting to bring Nico in motion like that. This is the first time I think I've seen this play with Nico. I like the way the blocking was out there. Robert Woods is a very underrated blocker. Robert Woods doesn't get his props for blocking. He's a really good at blocking. You got to learn how to hold on to the ball. Let's see what the next play was. We're just gonna do it like this. Here's the next play. I like how CJ was able to get the ball out quickly. Hold on, let me bring this play back. Let me pause it right here. See what's going on. I like that CJ seen the pressure coming here, but also was able to see who was open right here. That's where I think that the Houston Texans are going to have to survive. I mean, if they want to go far in the playoffs, they're going to have to learn how to eat up space. And I think that this is going to be Nico on one side and Deontay Johnson on the other side against the Chargers. I don't like that pass; it was kind of high, but and this is all on the first drive. There's a Joe Mixon run. I like that. And you know what? Something that's been underrated in these last couple of weeks. Titus Howard is really starting to get more and more comfortable playing the right guard position, and so I like the way that he was able to, help out right there. Let's look at it from this way. There's a natural hole that's being developed right there. Look how Jared Patterson doing a good job. Cade Stover. I'm gonna show y'all something here a little bit later on in this first drive with Cade. No, I mean not in this first drive, on that 92-yard run before we leave here. What Cade Stover has been doing when he's out on the field. He's gotten way better at blocking. And even Joe Mixon shouted him out last week after he was selected to the Pro Bowl and said Cade has done a great job. I can't read the comments right now, y'all. I'm gonna get back to them. What did we just look at? Here's the next play. I really like this play right here. I think that you all remember that I highlighted this play on my social media on yesterday, on Monday. Y'all know I don't like to say yesterday, but I like this. I like that Bobby, was able to get CJ out in space. And this is a play that CJ made routinely last season, and this year he struggled with it a little bit, but I like that. And if you go back and you watch the way that the play is designed, it doesn't even look like Dalton Schultz is going to be where he's supposed to be. But this is a good route by Dalton, and you can see that him and CJ's on the same page. This ain't something they've been doing. I'm gonna be honest with you. This ain't something they've been doing all season. CJ has missed that throw earlier in the season. CJ missed that throw on more than one occasion. So it was good to see him get that. This is just all on the first drive. I'm just going through the first drive right now. This is another Joe Mixon run. Let's look at it from this way because I know y'all want to see the blocking. This is what you love about a running back like Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon says he runs in the dark until he sees some light. And once he sees light, he goes straight towards the light. See how he's able to get through that? He only picked up 4 yards, but I like that. Joe Mixon had said that they had been clicking. Um, they had been clicking the whole time too in practice this week. Last week, excuse me. There's another Joe Mixon run. Wait, no, it's a Joe Mixon pass, excuse me. Let me tell y'all what I like about this play right here. Let me tell you what I like about this play. Watch what CJ does. Wait a minute. I know y'all looking at the same thing I'm looking at. So this is my first time looking at this play, y'all. Who is that? You know what? I know how to do it. That's the play we just looked at. Mm, this play. Why is y'all look at it from over here on this side? Why is Mechie and Robert Woods pretty much running the same route? I guess if CJ would have had time though, let's look at it from over here. I guess it's not bad. It just looks weird. Because you've already okay. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong or not, right? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong or not. Like at this point, should Mechie be coming here? Because he's behind the linebackers. He's in front of this safety. You can see that this guy is dropping. This safety has to make a decision. Shouldn't this route be broke off right here? It seems like the route should be broken off right there. But it also looks like CJ doesn't have a lot of time either. Let me see something. See? Hold on. I'm confused. And maybe some of y'all can help me. I can't see the comments right now. Y'all can go back. I'm gonna go back and look at the comments. But look at this, right? Mechie should be here right now, right? Because CJ, hey, I know I got some really good football minds on this show right now and in the comments, but shouldn't Mechie be right here? That would have given CJ. This play is too long and developing. And that's why CJ gets in trouble. He has the time right there. Mechie should be right here. Now, look, like Bobby said, like D'Amico said, it's easy to play Monday morning quarterback. And that's what I'm doing right now. All right. Oh, my bad. CJ dumped it off. We're still on this first drive, y'all. We're still on this first drive. And I'm gonna get out of here in just a second. Look at this sideline view. Oh, this is the play. I love the fact that right here, Nico hasn't even come out of his route yet, and CJ's already looking to get the ball out of his hands, something that he hadn't done early in the season as well. Back show, I like that. That was a really good play, and let me know that CJ, once he gets comfortable, he's going to be able to get back into doing it. Here's that Joe Mixon run. This one may be the one that got him over. Let's watch this blocking. Looks like they're. Oh, does it look like this protection should have been called out to account for him, but to make sure to look for him too? Because it looks like Joe Mixon just makes a good play. I like the fact that Nico's out there blocking. Hmm. All right. Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon. I'm just gonna get to the touchdown play. Now, y'all remember last week when I said I don't understand how you have all this room over here. Now, yeah, when they played against Baltimore, this is the same, except Nico was out a little bit wider, but he had all of this field to mess with, to play in, all this field to play in, and they didn't throw the ball over there to him one time. Looks like a busted coverage, but still, I like the fact that Nico was over there by himself. I like that. And this is something that you don't know if you would have gotten back then. So, all right. Let me see. Yeah, I started going into that film study. Uh and then let me see. Let me go into these let me go into some of these comments once I start doing the film study because I know that y'all was saying some things. Woods is our best blocker. Yep. I would have liked Nico to sit in that area to replace the blitz instead of running it out. Okay. Just do what Kelsey does. Show your number right now so CJ can get the ball out immediately. Uh yeah. I don't like the spacing on some of them sometimes too. Let me see. Hmm. Let me see. Yeah, I hope that he picks that up, Larry, in the playoffs. I hope he picks it up. What does Tay say? That's been a problem all year. The plays, the routes are taking too long to develop when he doesn't have the time back there. I just felt like on that play that if Mechie breaks off, he has it. The problem is Mechie's focused on getting to his spot than actually playing football. That's because coaches are in the air saying run the route like it's drawn on the paper. Texans underground, you get the well, I can't give you the I can't give you that you want the internet because Larry told a story about a woman he had sex with that had double G's. They had to walk back to his Monte Carlo and was like, what did I just do? But this is great. That yes, you're right. You are right. Hello, ma'am. Uh let me see. They did a great job of faking the run on this play to a wide open Nico in the end zone. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So I wonder if Doug Peterson is a better OC than the head coach. Hey, look, right. And so I like listen, and the reason why I did that little quick film study is because I like everything. I like everything about that drive as far as mixing and matching play calling was concerned. It looked like everybody was on the same page. That one drive solidified everything that Joe Mixon had said and said, this is the best week of practice we've had. Everybody was clicking. There was no do-overs. Everything was going exactly how it's supposed to go. Let me see. Everything on offense needs to be quick. Wide receiver running mirror routes and end up standing next to each other. It's just foolishness. They have to get going quicker. They have to. Like I said, now you're in that elimination phase where you've got to do better. See what Texas the TD is a high low read, and it to put the DB conflict, the DB has to pick one player, and if your communication not on point, you get a wide open player. Yep. Uh, I know Mitchie has potential, but he's starting to remind me of Johnston. Ah, we'll have a discussion about that. Let me see. Go back and watch it and come back and see what happens to Mitchie. What happened? What I missed? What did you say, Marcus, that I missed? No, I think we can't expect Texas officer to change this. It's got to lean on our defense. Okay. You know, see the Mechie come back in the game. Yeah, I did see Mechie come back. Let me see. Can't wait to see this team sales with an experience. Yeah. And I know we give Bobby a hard time, but Bobby's only been calling plays for 2 years. I always say that. He only been calling plays for 2 years. So, like I said, I don't see the Chargers being head and shoulders above the Texans in this game. I just don't. I think that it's going to be a very good game between two teams that are fighting for some type of acknowledgement this season. Because even the way that the Chargers have played, nobody has really just said, "Oh man, the Chargers are a great team." Not nobody with real sense who actually watch football. And we know what the Houston Texans have done this year, and how it seems like they have underperformed in some aspects and in some games, and you just want to see them come to the table and be able to just, put it all on the table. Put it all on the table. Uh Hold on. Bobby can get some on the job training somewhere else. Alexis, but hold on. And where is Sarah? I haven't seen Sarah all morning. Is Sarah on here? Anyway, can we say though Bobby has only called plays for 2 years though? It's only been 2 seasons. He's getting used to it. He already got interview because maybe he will be gone. Maybe. But you gotta figure out who you're gonna replace him with. They're gonna all be all right. What you say, Larry? The stretch run play with Mixon or DP is a non-starter because Laramie or one of our receivers will miss a key block every time the offensive line needs to impose their will and lean on it. I don't like the stretch play either. I honestly truly don't like the stretch play. I don't like the stretch play and I don't like the pitch unless you got the right people. I do believe that they could run that pitch to the right side. I believe that. I believe that Blake Fisher can get out there, but you cannot pull Titus. Do not pull Titus. Titus ain't used to pulling. And you're trying to get him to get out on the edge, and that ain't what he's used to doing. And when you every time, look, we seen Titus miss the whole man. He can practice somewhere else. Titus missed the it'll good in his body will be gone. Okay. Do not pull Titus. Oh, snap, y'all. My bad. My bad. Hey, my bad. My bad. I got one more, and then I got to get up out of here. I said we was gonna look at this, and we gonna look at this. Y'all, I kind of look. I ain't gonna even lie. Well, this play right here, I was like, wait a minute, man, this one is amazing. And I don't know how many times y'all have seen this breakdown. This is the DP run. Let's do it from the end zone too. Hey, watch K Stove on this, y'all. K Stove is right here. Look at K Stove get up to that second level. Hold on, y'all missed something else though. I thought Damon was running out of gas right here. Like Damon was running out of gas right here. Watch Titus right here at this right guard position. Look how he's sealing them off. Laramie trying to get there. He trying his best to get there. But look, I love how the offensive line got this side walled off. Juice looks good right here. Patterson looks good. Look at Blake Fisher leaving that. Blake, hold on. because I don't think that people really realize this. Blake already knows that Dalton has this man right here. Juice has this man. Um, Patterson should have this man. So his only duty is to get up and try to, get as much as he can. And this isn't easy because I want y'all to notice something. How many people do they have in the box? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 in the box. So all you got to do is do what you did. Now you got everybody on everybody. You only got really got one man to beat. Hutch even out there giving his all right here. And Pierce able to get through that hole. This is just a good run. Dang, 35. You are trash. How you take that angle? What is 35 looking at? Talking about, look at him. What are you doing? Hey, you was beat by a lineman, my guy. The man already came through full speed. You're not gonna catch him like that. You should have been sliding over. If anything, if anything, hold on. If I was your coach, I'd be so mad at you right now. Number 35. What are you breaking down for? What are you breaking down for? What? What is the breakdown for? Now look at you. Look at you. Bye. You're not gonna catch Damien. With that angle, you already put him at a bad position. You already know if you're playing 10 in the box, what are you doing? Watch him break down. What are you breaking down for? If you keep attacking here, make him have to cut back here. And then you can open up your hips and run back to, you know what? I'm doing too much. I'm doing entirely too much. What? What? Hold on. Let me see. Go back and read some of this comment. Would you trust the Texans to run power with Pierce against the Chargers? We telegraph way too much. Our halfback swing. I agree with that riffraff. Titus moves slower than cold molasses on that pull. Yeah, that's why I showed it. Yep, that's why I showed it. I said I like that on that. It has to go to the right side, and Titus ain't fast enough and light enough to pull. Right. See your bow blade. You are not right. Oh, Barnett did have. We want to win the playoff game. We have to run the football and physically. We have to convert on third. Yep. Titus pulls like a toddler learning how to walk. uh, I did. I know he slow down. At 92 yards running full speed is a lot. Lord help us that someone trust Dalton to block well enough. uh Hold on. Oh my god, y'all don't like Dalton? Man. Coming up later on this week. Later on this week. I'm gonna give my final prediction later on this. Okay, y'all. I lied. I got one more. I got one more I want us to look at, y'all. I got one more I want us to look at. Can we look at one more? Yeah, I got a little time. Can y'all give me one more? Because I gotta see this, y'all. I got this was amazing. This was amazing. Let's look at it from this view first. Watch out. Look at what Barnett does. 55. See, this is what I don't be understanding. Like, the man is in a wide nine gap. Who's holding him? Let's see if it looks different from this way. Watch how physical Barnett is. Why would you run that play? 55, you're horrible. And then what? Hold on. This is the part I like right here. Watch this. See how physical Barnett is with him? Like, move. Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. Look at him. Hey, wait. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Is it me? Or does it look like Derek Barnett was looking for somebody to pitch the ball back to? Look, does it look like he was trying to find somebody to pitch the ball to? Even like right, hold on. He looking to find somebody to pitch the ball to, but he just kept running. And then he did his own little celebration. Let's look at it from a sideline view. How do you miss that? Yeah, in the wide nine. That play was not, even if he'd have got the ball, that play wasn't gonna work. But then he just big boyed him. I think the one thing that I love about the whole touchdown is that he big boyed him. And then he flipped. Got him. His Mills in a neck brace. I haven't seen Mills yet. Mills jumped up from that scorpion and everyone was tense as hell. Boy, get a 10 on it. Exactly. I was hold on. I was cackling doing that whole series of it. Then the flip. Yep. All right, y'all. I gotta get up out of here. Houston Texans will have practice on Tuesday. We will talk to D'Amico. I think y'all now I got to look at this dang thing myself. Hold on. Here we go. Tuesday schedule. The Houston Texans will practice today at 1:45. We'll speak to D'Amico at 3:10. We'll speak to CJ at 3:30, and then the locker room will open up at 3:45. Hold on. Omar just sent something now. Got it. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. I got to respond to this. This is for credentials for the divisional round. Boy, if they win, they got to go to Buffalo. I've never been to Buffalo, y'all. I've never been to Buffalo. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be cold. They make it. They go to Buffalo. All right. Sarge, show Joe Mixon. Run that. Should have been called a touchdown. I did show it already. You too, Alexis. Larry say the Texans D line has enough bodies to handle Dobbins. To be Kamari and the linebackers, they have to handle this. And hey, look, we're going to talk about Lad McConkey. Oh yeah, I seen that. Charles got it. We're going to talk about Lad McConkey. Oh, he's a problem. He's a problem, y'all. I'm sorry, he's a problem, and we're definitely going to talk about that. I have been to Buffalo. It's cold up there. Oh yeah, I'm there. Hey, listen, I think they may play them back to back that week. So yes, I'm being LA for the 2 games. I'm going to LA for the 2 games because I've never been to SoFi, and they play Seattle in Seattle. I'm going to be there as well. Daniil did play, but they took him out after they figured that they couldn't get him that half a sack to get him to 100. So they took him out. Lord Jesus. Whoever thought that in my first show I'd be talking about post climax clarity. But y'all had some good stories. Well, yeah. Buzzed and Betty podcast coming soon. I know, but I never been. I just want to see for myself. I just want to see for myself. I just want to go. I never been. I just want to go. I gotta see so far myself. All right, y'all. You've been tuned to the Sports Talk with Big Sarge show. Thank you for tuning in to the Sports Talk with Big Sarge show. I'm your host, Big Sarge. Make sure you follow me on the app formerly known as Twitter at Big Sarge Sports with the Z at the end. Follow me on the Tick and the Talk at Big Sarge Media. Follow me on and subscribe to my YouTube page at Big Sarge Media. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Big Sarge Sports with the Z at the end. Because you know we do everything for the gram. And make sure you subscribe. You know what? I can't say that because I talked about post nut clarity. I'm not gonna tell you where else to subscribe. That's them that's them PV stories. Seattle is beautiful. 4 hours away from Buffalo is cold as yes. Yes. Seattle is one of my favorite cities. I gotta get there here soon. All right, y'all. I'm out.
Hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work.